What's good, YouTube? Andre here with the DM Network, y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. It's completely free, doesn't cost you anything, and it allows us to continue doing what we enjoy doing and creating content. Now, y'all, I got something to show y'all. Okay. So I came across some images, or rather, yeah, it's some images from the upcoming game, Dragon Ball Game Project Z, and I'm not gonna hold y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and show them to you because why drag out a video for something that I can show you because I got something else to talk about too. So these, and it's going to be more than one. This is the first one. It's kind of a long image, so I split it up into two. But as you could tell, look, going from top to bottom, you have Goku with Gohan. Then you have Gohan running from the dinosaur. Then you have Piccolo charging the special beam cannon, Gohan colliding with Raditz. And then the one underneath that you have it's a fire, but what happened is the Saiyan. That's when Vegeta and Nappa landed in the city. Then you have Vegeta and Nappa, Piccolo. Something's going on with Piccolo there. Then you have Captain Ginyu, and then Frieza, Super Saiyan Goku, and Super Saiyan Goku again. Okay, and I'm gonna go to the next image, and then we'll talk about them a little more in depth. So the next one, you can see the rest of it at the top there. Gohan colliding with um, Raditz. Then you see the special beam cannon going through Raditz, and then you see a shot of West City and the Saiyan spaceships. That's right before Vegeta and Nappa landed. You can see the Saiyan spaceships in the top corner there, and then you see the full image of Captain Ginyu. You see Goku attacking Rikun. You see Krillin before he blew up on Namek, and then you see Frieza, Final Form Frieza with Vegeta with his tail wrapped around him. And then, of course, the Super Saiyan Goku and Frieza standoff. And then Frieza, and then at the bottom right corner, you see Frieza. That's the move that he performed against Goku right before Goku killed him with the angry Kamehameha. Y'all, oh my goodness, giving me chills, okay? Because this is confirming something that I thought. In my opinion, it's confirming. I could be wrong now. It's very, very early. I could be wrong. However, this is what I believe. There is a great possibility, and I said this in a couple videos ago, that if the game goes just to the Frieza saga, then it will be an extremely in-depth game. Okay? Once again, if the game, I said that, if the game goes to the Frieza saga, they're gonna have to put a lot of detail into this game. And if this is any indication of the depth that's in this game, y'all, this is going to be the most in-depth Dragon Ball Z game ever as far as story. Now, that's not surprising knowing Cyberconnect2 because they pride themselves on story in their games. The Naruto games, many people had problems and issues with the online. Oh, why they don't support online as much and this and that. Well, because the game isn't designed for online. The game was made for you to play through the story and learn the story of the anime and stuff like that. And it looks like they're taking the exact same measures with this. And that holds true to what both Sean Schimmel said, as well as the description in the pre-order for the game on GameStop.com, where it talked about a story of Dragon Ball Z as never told before. Okay, because if we back up to the first image, look at Gohan running from the dinosaur. Now, mind you, that is on the intro of the Dragon Ball Z anime, where you have Gohan kind of running from the dinosaur. You have Goku and Gohan there riding on they're on Nimbus is what they're riding on. So this, it could just be clips from the intro or something to that effect. But the fact that they put it in the game, the fact that they took the time to render these images tells you a lot about the game. Now, are these going to be cutscenes? I don't know. What I think really is like on the top couple of images, like with Goku and Gohan on Nimbus, and then Gohan running from the dinosaur. I think that those are just going to be intros. I think that's what's going to show, like basically when you turn this game on, you're going to get the intro to Dragon Ball Z. The intro, the actual intro, probably playing with the song and everything. I think that playing this game is going to be just like playing a true life Dragon Ball. It's going to be just like playing the anime. The story is going to be just as much in depth and everything. And if it goes just to the Frieza saga, then even more so. It'll be just like literally playing an episode. Each time you play the game, you play in a different episode. And what's interesting about that, while yes, I would love for it to have all the way through the Majin Buu arc, Majin Buu saga, if it stops at the Frieza saga, y'all, there is so much that happens. There are so many episodes from Raditz, from the beginning of Z to Goku beating Frieza on Namek. So even if it stops at the Frieza saga, which we hope it doesn't, but if it does, there is a tremendous amount of gameplay and content to be made there. Even more so, that means that everything is going to be detailed to a T. Now, my only concern with that is what I talked about yesterday is freedom. Is this going to be basically a walk through the anime? How much freedom are we going to have? Or is it going to be just basically a literal video game? You know, it'll be a literal watching of the anime. You're just controlling Goku through it. You see what I'm saying? Where the fights are predetermined and all of that. Well, it's really kind of the fights are predetermined in anime games, but y'all know what I'm saying. You know, how much freedom are we going to have? But looking at these things shows me the depth that this game is going to have. Here's my prediction. It only goes to the Frieza saga. However, like I said, it's going to be like playing every single episode of Dragon Ball Z. Like your missions are basically whatever happened in that particular episode, in my opinion. Now I could be wrong, and I hope that I'm wrong. I hope that they add more sagas. Now, what I'm thinking is if it does stop at the Frieza saga, don't be alarmed because the game is going to be extremely in depth. There's going to be a tremendous amount of stuff to do because they have to fill that game. Now, DLC, which is something that Cyberconnect does do DLC. Bandai Namco is really the ones that say, hey, we want this for DLC. They could do the sagas, other sagas as DLC, because I don't see them releasing this game and then next year, or not next year, but the next time they release a game, they release, oh, now we got all the way up to the Buu saga. You see what I'm saying? Because then you would have to play this one all over again. And I just don't know. What I would like to see is that if I would like to see all the sagas in the game, and I think that it is because even in the description and what Sean Schimmel said is it tells the story of Z. It didn't say it tells the story of Goku up to the Frieza saga, which they wouldn't say that anyway. That would be bad for marketing. But by saying that it tells the story of Dragon Ball Z, that's giving off vibes that it's all of Z, which I think that it will be. But could it be like some kind of season pass where they drop all the way up to the Frieza arc, then they drop the Android arc, and then they drop the Cell arc, and then they drop the Majin Buu arc? You see what I'm saying? If they do that, let me know in the comment section down below, how do y'all feel if they were to do that? Would you be upset? Now, I'll tell you my thoughts first. I wouldn't be upset if the main game has a ton of stuff to do and there is a lot of freedom. I wouldn't be upset about paying a little bit extra, because here's the thing. If the game is going to be the way that I'm thinking, it's going to be worth $60 in and of itself, even if it ends with just the Frieza saga. Now, I will say this again. I want it to go all the way through. I want all of Z on here. I think that we should have the full game, the full Z, Dragon Ball Z, all the sagas, and what the DLC should be. It should be being able to play through some of the like Vegeta story mission, where you play through the missions that Vegeta was in, or Gohan story mission, Krillin story mission, or Piccolo story mission. You see what I'm saying? That's what I would like the DLC to be. But that's yet to be determined, y'all. But I got one more thing special to show y'all, and this is going to go more in depth on what I've been saying as far as what's going on here. If I can get it to pull up here. There we go. Okay, and that's going to be this. Okay. At the top left, you see Goku. This is from the actual anime. Goku when he trained on King Kai's planet. King Kai, this is when he had just called Bubbles. No, Gregory. He had just called Gregory, and King Kai told him that it's time to try out the Spirit Bomb. And Goku says, I'm ready. He charges his energy, makes it into a ball in his fist, and he says he's ready. King Kai brings up this rock, and actually this is the image that's after. So let's go to the one that's before it, which is this one here. Goku has the Genki Dama charged in his hand. King Kai raises the rock over his head. Now, in the game image, you don't see Bubbles and Gregory. There's no tree behind King Kai right there, but it's the same scene. It's the exact same thing. He's teaching Goku about the Genkidama or the Spirit Ball attack. And then, of course, you know, the next image that we just finished looking at is whenever Goku hits it. Now, if you go watch the anime, I mean, the object that King Kai throws at Goku, it misses Goku, and I mean, there's some chasing after it in a sense. And then Goku fires the blast and it blows up. Y'all, we've had Dragon Ball games where we've trained on King Kai's planet before, but never to this level. This is why I'm telling you and I'm thinking seriously that this game could potentially end at the Frieza saga and have so much depth that it will be literally like playing out every episode of Dragon Ball Z. And that is not a bad thing. That's a very exciting thing. But like I said, I do want all the sagas in the game, but can you imagine how big this game is going to be if they put all the sagas into this game? I can't wait to see the size of this game. That's going to tell a lot. But these images confirm that there is going to be an extreme amount of depth in this game because it looks like they're clearly taking away from the anime in this game. They're taking away from the anime, from the opening sequence to all of it. They're taking trying to find that other image here. Sorry, y'all. Right there, they're taken from the anime. Go watch the intro to Dragon Ball Z and you'll see Gohan running from the dinosaur. You'll see Goku and Gohan on Flying Nimbus. And if you notice on the intro, whenever it's particular sagas, you see stuff like Vegeta and Raditz during the Saiyan saga intro. You see stuff like Goku and stuff like that during the Frieza arc intro and stuff like that. So y'all, this game is going to be amazing, amazing, amazing depth in this game. Amazing attention to detail. The only concern at this point, number one, of course, is the combat and the freedom, but also, will we have other sagas in this game and how are they going to be introduced? Let me know in the comment section down below. Will you be upset if they introduce the other sagas as DLC? I appreciate y'all for watching. Till next time, peace.